I'd like to talk about what it might feel like when we experience low mood. So low mood is something that we can all experience from time to time. It is a completely normal human response. After all, it's not realistic to expect ourselves to feel happy all the time. That said, I appreciate what an overwhelming experience it can be, how frightening it can feel, and how disconnected it can make us feel from other people. And so if you're experiencing low mood just now, please know that you are not alone in this. This is an incredibly difficult thing to endure, and so it makes perfect sense if you are struggling to cope. Low mood has a profound impact on all areas of our life. It impacts the way that we feel, the way that we think, the way that we behave. So often when we think about low mood, we think about a sense of sadness. And it might be that that's what you're experiencing, a profound sense of sadness. But it might be that there are also different feelings there. So perhaps you notice feelings of hopelessness or powerlessness. You might notice a sense of loneliness, a sense of feeling really alone in this place. You might feel more angry or irritable than what you would normally feel. You might feel empty, or you might feel numb and actually feel very little. Low mood impacts our relationship with ourselves and the world. So often when we experience low mood, we notice that our thoughts can become a little bit stuck. So what we often find is that our thoughts go round and round and round on a loop, endlessly tormenting us. And these thoughts tend to be pretty mean. They tend to be directed toward ourselves often, but they can be toward other people or even the world in general. And so these thoughts can feel so harsh and so self-critical that sometimes they feel so overwhelming that we can have thoughts of wanting to hurt ourselves as a way of trying to cope. Low mood impacts the way of being in the world. So things that you once enjoyed, you might find hold no pleasure or no interest for you anymore. You might find that being around people is really hard just now, and you might notice you're wanting to withdraw from family and friends and spend more time on your own. It might be that you've noticed changes in sleeping patterns or eating habits. When we experience low mood, we tend to feel really tired a lot of the time. And so concentration and motivation are likely to be a huge challenge right now. And so if you've experienced one or all of the things or any other things that I haven't mentioned, please know that that is a completely normal response to what you're experiencing. But please also know that you are not alone, that there are people willing and able to help. So think about your friends. Think about if there's a friend that you feel like you could open up to and just share a little bit about what you're experiencing. Perhaps one of your parents you feel you could sit with and talk through some of the things that you're feeling. Perhaps there's a teacher in school that you feel is trustworthy and that you would feel safe enough to confide in. And if none of those things feel possible, there are helplines such as Childline that offer free and confidential advice to people in distress. And we are here. The Exchange Counselling Service is in your schools, ready and willing and able to help. And so you can visit our website on www.exchange-counselling.com for more information or to make a referral.